got the right socket. The new one is not like that. Whoop. Everything's getting wet. Hey guys, this morning I've got a little job to do on the Ford Ranger. It's leaking its thermostat housing. So I'm assuming it's going to be my thermostat gasket that is leaking. So this video is going to be how I stopped the leak on my 2014 3.2 litre Ford Ranger PX1, whatever car it is. This is just how I'm going to replace this little gasket in it. So number one is going to be pop the bonnet and set it up on a jack stand and take the bottom bash plate off. The reason I'm going to do that, even though I'm working at the top, is because I want to drain the coolant a little bit, just enough to get it down low enough so when I pull the top radiator hose out to get to my thermostat, it doesn't go everywhere. Alright, let's get to it. I've set up a gazebo because in Melbourne it rains all the time. You know why it rains all the time in Melbourne? Because everyone down here works very, very hard. Whenever anyone works, it's going to rain. Have a look at this. So guys, what we're looking at is this just here. That's our drain plug. So what I'll have to do is go up and undo my filler reservoir, open the cap on that, and then open this up with a bucket underneath. Now I don't want to take all of it out. It's maybe a litre or something like that. And I'm going to put it into a nice clean bucket because I want to keep the coolant. It's all a fairly fresh coolant. I put it in this year and I don't want to lose it. So we want to probably re-add this coolant back into the car without losing too much. If you don't open the reservoir, the coolant won't come out very well. It'll be like a suction. And we grab our bucket. I gave it a wash, so it should be nice and clean. Put it under there. Now, let's see how good my aim is. I might move my drill out of the way because it might get wet. Oh jeez, why is that tight? Be very careful putting pliers on these things, guys. I'm going to do it very gently because it is a plastic unit. There we go. Break it. Make the seal. I'm going to let that drain a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see this alright. I put a brand new hose on here. My old one looked a bit rubbishy. So this brand new hose I put on there because I was getting a leak down underneath the bottom of here. I looked at the hose and went, well, that hose looks old, so let's just change it. It's pretty cheap to change a hose, so you're better off doing that rather than cooking a motor. So the thermostat housing is this right here. So there's a couple of little torque bolts in here. So what I'll do is I'll remove the pipe, and then I'll pull those three, I think it's three little torque bolts out, and then I'll be able to get to my thermostat. Alright, so I'm just inspecting this to see if there's any cracks or anything in it. Just doing a bit of an inspection of my old thermostat. I'm trying to work out where the leak was. No good changing it, putting a new one in there and it still leaks. I want to know where it leaked. Alright, have a look at this. I don't know if my camera can focus on this. if you have a look at the side here, yeah, it's got all these little grooves in here where it's started to crack, and it's just, yeah, so it's not consistent seal all around the edge. The housing inside the car is all just a nice round smooth surface, but we've got a gasket here that has got chunks taken out of it here. The new one is not like that, so the new one's nice and beautiful and perfect. So swapping that and putting the other one on is going to give us a very good seal. I clearly do it in my backyard, and I clearly do it in the most unchosen weather. Everything's getting wet. Oh, it is what it is. These jobs need to get done before we go out on our next travels. Get all of this sorted. Yeah, you definitely, if you're ever in Australian outback and you're travelling out there, your coolant system is a must-have to be 110%. The type of coolant that I use is a coolant type that you can mix with water. It's a type that you can mix. It's not I think they call it a concentrate coolant. So you're able to actually mix it with water. Well, you have to mix it with water to get the right mixture. Which I like that in the way that if I ever get a leak out on the tracks or anything, I'm actually able to just top it up with a bit of water. I don't actually have to have coolant with me to top it up, and if I top it up with water, it's not impeding the system at all. It's not interrupting it. It's perfectly fine to be putting a little bit of extra water in it just to top it up. Yeah, because as you know, if anything happens out in the tracks, you're trying to fix things and you want to try and make things as easy as possible. Well, that's it, guys. That's how to change a thermostat gasket seal, or it might be a rubber seal, on a PX1 Ford Ranger. This is an Australian model, not the American model. It's the 3.2 litre diesel. It's sunny right as I finish. That's because I'm finished, and you know, I'm not going to do any more work now, so that's why the sun comes out. Also, like, comment and subscribe if you like this sort of stuff. I can do more how-to repairs on my full drive and how I fix things. I do plan to probably do how-to repairs probably whilst travelling as well around Australia. So yeah, if you're keen on full driving, touring, mechanical, anything like that, make sure to follow our page and subscribe to our channel. Okay, we'll see you on the next one.